Hello, everybody. I think we are live. We'll wait for a few folks to tune in. I'm going to, Maggie, bear with me. I'm going to pull up the Red Rebel page so I can kind of see some comments and stuff. When people want to tune in, they can comment. So I'm here with the beautiful Maggie Pleskac from Milkweed Yoga. Awesome. I'm so happy to see your smiling face. Very cool. Thank you so much for joining me. You're one of my favorite business owners. And I'm going to let you tell the people about yourself here in just a second. I'm going to pull this stream up so I can see some questions on this end. And then kind of running the bugs out, so bear with me if you get some stutters and stuff like that. We're trying to tune in our internet connection in correctly. So it looks like we're good. So Maggie, tell me about yourself.
Okay, so, well, where to start?
Yeah, right. Loaded question.
Yeah, I have been teaching yoga for 20 years. I actually started teaching the same year that I opened my cafe in 2000. So, yeah, this will be 2 decades this year that I've been
What was the name of that cafe? It was so awesome.
Maggie's Vegetarian Cafe.
Of course. I know. I just want people to know. And if you're wondering where you got that amazing food and why it's not there anymore, Maggie was the brainchild behind that and decided to switch directions, and now she's a yoga goddess here in Lincoln. So yeah.
Well, health and well-being has always been, it's been my backbone. And so teaching yoga, serving healthy food has always kind of been what I've done. But, life happens and circumstances changed, and it was time for me to shift the gears away from the rest and get more dynamic into my yoga practice. So opportunity to continue my work as an entrepreneur, continue serving people, which is my passion, is to serve people wellness in whatever form that is. So Milkweed Yoga actually came about because, there's so many reasons for milkweed. Milkweed, the species milkweed, the Latin name is Asclepius, and that comes from the Greek god of healing. And there's a...
I always do.
So aside from the god of healing, milkweed it really appeared to me, it came to me. And it's a dynamic that invites the idea of change, transformation, healing. And these are all the things that I think we get from a yoga practice.
Beautiful. That is perfect for you. That's absolutely perfect. Because you still, now I will say, I'm candid. I help you with some marketing items. When you first started, you came to me and wanted a website, and you had a beautiful logo that was already created for you. So you did that for you.
So dear friends of mine, Alicios, Josie, Alicia, who was 13, I asked her to draw up a picture of a milkweed, and it was her first go at it. And she, oh no, I could do better. And I said, nope, this is it. This is the one. So dear friend's daughter drew that up, and that's been our logo.
It's very unique, and I just love it. Here, let me pull it up for the people so they can see it. Okay. Here we go. 1 second.
Very talented artist.
Okay. Let me share this and just kind of show people. So there it is. Well, there it went. Hold on. Let me get it back. Yeah, I'm still learning. Hold on. Okay. So there's a bigger view of it. And there's the logo. This is the website. It's pretty simple, nice and clean website. You didn't want anything fancy, which kind of fits your brand.
Right.
It's intuitive. You get the point. You read about what you're all about immediately. And the big thing that I want to talk about too is, well, let's come back to this in just a second, because I want to specifically talk to you about how you are handling the current crises. Okay. And what happened when you kind of discovered, okay, I have a new business. I'm finally feeling like I'm flying. and then all of a sudden people say, well, you can't be in the same room with other people.
Well,
Like,
but the yoga practice really teaches us to remain flexible and fluid, right? Not just in our bodies,
sure,
but
sure,
in our, and I think what's really important, and it's been kind of my saving grace and what I try to share with some of my clients, is that we can go two ways with this. We could go into anxiety and fear, right? The fight or flight response,
right.
or we can be aware and awake, right? That doesn't mean that we ignore what's there. We just don't let it consume us.
That's perfect. That's exactly what people want to hear. Yeah, or need to hear. Yeah.
So we can remain aware, we can remain awake, but not caught into the grip of fear.
Mm-hmm.
That's maybe a harder balance to navigate, but when we get into maybe overdosing on the news or overdosing on social media, we can get into this kind of tight spot, right? And so
Oh,
yoga is movement and moving, but it's not just our physical body, right? So we have to also step into how we can open this dynamic, right? The heartstrings, the heart
mm-hmm.
space, mental mind. And in that way, we also can step into, okay, maybe I've had enough today. Maybe today I just need to take a break, go outside, maybe just on the front porch, maybe around the block, get some fresh air, even in this cold spell that we're having now, just get some crisp, fresh air. And then just a little perspective, shift it, look up at the sky, look how infinite. This is going to pass. This is going to pass. All will be well. We just need to stop and breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Those tight spaces open up.
Beautiful. Well, that's amazing to hear. And just in the moment you were talking, I felt it. And I hope that how are you figuring out a way in your business to survive? How did you pivot when you heard what you needed to do?
Right. So, well, we closed the studio down, and
Okay.
for obvious reasons, we're not going to gather. Even our classes are pretty intimate. We are right about 10, but even then, it's time to just settle this back. And recently, I decided I would start to do some Zoom. I would just start to offer everybody who time in the space, get your kids. I mean, this is all ages. Kids can have a lot of fun doing this with you. And so I'm going to start doing that on Monday at 10 a.m., just like my normal classes would be here. We're going to Zoom it. And the
That's great.
first level will be movement. The second level, which I think is really vitally important for everybody,
Yeah.
is meditation. So I want to work with teaching you some breath work and some meditation so that those areas that I'm talking about, like how you release that grip of fear, how do you release that tightness?
Yeah.
Breathe, settle into the space, and that's what I hope the Zoom will offer.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay. And they can find out more information on your website, I assume, or even contact you directly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously contact me directly. I would love to tune in with everybody.
That's great.
Right, Mike? We'll get that posted on the website.
Yeah. So we can talk about that now. So now we're to the point. So you kind of shifted gears with me. Well, this happened kind of close to when we built the site. You wanted a commerce stream. At least you sell a few products, which was really great. You sell some products that that I actually wasn't familiar with, but now I am, and they're fantastic. I'm just going to go here real quick to your website, and I can kind of show people kind of what you're doing. So you make your own. I don't know how you would say it. I don't want
elixir.
Elixir, is that the right term?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I.
Yeah, it's such an old Danny Kaye movie term. It's like an old medicinal man came to town. Danny Kaye. It's like an old. The elixir, but it is. It's like it's a very cool. It's a tea that you make. Tell us about that.
So, and this is actually really, really nourishing for us in these times because it has stress adaptogens.
Okay.
So, ashwagandha are two really powerful Ayurvedic stress adaptogens. So they can work to repair our adrenals, and they work with our mental state. So it's just a very nourishing, calming. The quality sweet. So we have 6 tastes that are in our natural food realm, And the sweet taste is always very calming and very soothing. So this has a little honey in it, has coconut milk powder, turmeric for anti-inflammatory, ginger for anti-inflammatory, also to soothe the stomach, soothe the nerves, and then the ashwagandha and the shatavari as well. So it's just, it feels like a nice warm hug in a cup.
Wow, that's perfect. And you can purchase this on your website. It does have an e-commerce website, so you can purchase this now. We are figuring out ways to. Sorry, 1 second. I got a message here. I got a lot of balls in the air. Okay, so the shipping you can deliver locally in Lincoln, and then we're going to have a flat rate shipping for anybody outside of Lincoln. So, yep. And so tell us about some of the other products that you have on here. I'm going to go to the aromatherapy section of your website.
And these are going fast because of our supply chain. Our supply chain has obviously been struggling with the alcohol, so we are running a little bit low, but we still do have hand sanitizer left with 65% alcohol. It also has, which is an astringent. It also protects the hands, and it has antiviral essential oils, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, rosemary, and lemon, known as.
And I got to say, it's amazing. We bought a couple bottles from you, and it's just, my kids love it. It smells really great. It has such a unique smell to it, and I love it. I love it. And if anybody can get their hands on some of that, I know it's probably a hot item. So
it's going, but there are still 2 ounce, 1 ounce, and I believe there might be a 4 ounce left. I think there's maybe only 2 bottles of the 4 ounce left. But
that's surprising. Okay. Well, I hope you sell the rest of that today, because this is that stuff is to me is a hot item. It's really, really great, and it smells amazing, and it does what you need it to do to sanitize your hands in a natural way. My wife has really sensitive skin, and it's great for that. So so because some of the harsh other chemicals in some of the stuff you find at the store can really kind of affect that. But well, this is awesome. I didn't want to jump too much into your website, but talk more about kind of how you're handling this. But you gave us the overview beautifully. So are you still taking new clients for yoga? Are you still, if someone wants to? Okay.
Absolutely. And everything, you can purchase the class pass on the website, and you can use it in the future. There is a future. This is going to pass.
For sure.
And I think especially this particular realm is going to be really important for all to visit, to how do we handle when crisis arises? How do we handle when trauma arises? How do we care for ourselves and our loved ones during times like this? And yoga really gives us an opportunity to heal within, right? So that we can make sense of things that happen around us that are so out of control.
That's so true. And, and you've always been, I've known you for so long. You and I met back in college, when I was in college. And
playing shows at Wallaby.
Yeah, when I played in a band called Dejesh. Yeah, and we used to have such great times together. And I knew that you were such a lovely spirit then. You can just tell by your demeanor that certain people have a light, and you have a light, and it's always so warming to be around you and talk to you, and I just always feel that you're a force in Lincoln, and you're a positive force, and we need that right now. So if anybody needs that relaxing sort of virtual hug from somebody, you're the one to give it. I'm so thankful that you came on today and talked, because I feel like from a business sense, you're just going to grow, and your space. If we could talk about that just for a second, your space, if you can see behind me, this is actually her studio, and behind her, that's actually her studio. We are sitting across from each other in her studio at the moment, streaming right now. No, but tell us about your space real fast. It's just a fantastic, you did a wonderful job. Did your dad help you with that? Is that correct?
He actually built a deck or a fence on the patio. So we will have outdoor yoga when it is nice. And so we have he made an iron fence for me. But no, the most of it was, my kids helping me paint and a little years for about 4 months getting this up and running. But yeah. My dad's
your dad is a handyman, and it sounds, I know that you, every time I walked in there, you were working your tail off yourself doing stuff, and it was like, wow, you're really going for it, and it shows. It's a beautiful space. I'm going to put your contact information up just so people can see it. That's her phone number. Give her a shout out, and that's also her email right there. So you can reach out to her. But her space is beautiful, and there will be more gatherings in her space eventually here soon, and hopefully sooner than later, because it's a gorgeous for weddings, for any kind of social gathering. It's an event space. So
yes, downstairs is the event space. Upstairs is the yoga studio, and we have three massage therapists up here actually.
Oh,
so it's
great.
It's a different kind of healing space in the upstairs. It's an apothecary, massage, and yoga, and then downstairs is an event space rental.
Wow, that's great, fantastic. Well, of course, you know where I am. Reach out anytime you need help with anything, and you do. I love you for that. So as we grow, as we grow together, things are for the better. I mean, there's so much positivity happening right now in the midst of all the weirdness, and things are kind of moving and changing for the better. So I've noticed even through my own business and through my own self that things are different, and I'm thinking about my business and my person differently. So it's been really positive for me too. So I really encourage people to reach out to Maggie and become familiar with Milkweed Yoga. And awesome. I love what you're doing. Keep at it. And the e-commerce stuff, make sure to buy from her and support local business. And she's one of the best. So much love, lady. Anything else you want to add? Awesome.
Always been so strong with supporting local, but I think this has really brought it to the head. Like, I think we really see how important it is to localize our economies. And Link's always been really good about that. But even now, more than ever, I see everyone pulling together to support small businesses. And I love Lincoln. I love the support we give each other. Because we're all support. Man, this community thrives.
Yeah. Awesome. I think it only thrives when we come together too, and that's noticeable. So, okay, well, I'm going to let you go, and we've got some more guests coming on. But again, thank you so much, and people out there watching. I know this will be hopefully shared on a few different channels. But people out there watching, please let Maggie know you love her. Okay, there's many ways to do that. All right, Maggie, take care. We'll talk to you soon, okay, hon? All right. See you later. So that was Maggie Pleskac with Milkweed Yoga. Her contact information is up on the screen. Make sure to check out her website at milkweedyoga.com. She has an e-commerce store on there with tons and tons of really great stuff. And she's just growing it, so it's a smaller site, but she's going to be adding more products, and obviously she's going to be doing more things in the future. But she is super, super awesome. She's a great friend and an awesome business owner, and she's a go-getter. You know, she's out there kind of morphing her business in different ways to survive. And hey, desperate times call for desperate measures right now. And you know, people that make the effort to change and do things for the better to keep themselves afloat, those are the people that you want around, and they're going to be the ones around, frankly. So make sure to support them. They're just they're great people. So speaking of that, I am going to invite a new local business owner. His name is Jeremy Schafer. Let me see if I can get him on the line here. Let me see if he's around. Hey, there he is. What's up, buddy? Can you hear me?
What's going on, man? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Thanks for joining. Look at you.
See, I didn't even have to get one of those fake backgrounds. I just used the music posters that my brother had hooked me up with, and this is
That's
my
all.
little office in the basement.
That looks great. Well, hey, let me show you. I'm going to hold on just a second. We're gonna put ourselves up on the roof here.
Nice. I love that, buddy.
There we go. So Jeremy owns a company called Roof Max here in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's
Revolution Roof.
Revolution Roof, and you sell a product called Roof Max. So, man, this is really awesome, and I want to jump into this with you because you're a new product, you're a new business owner, and that product has not seen the light of day anywhere around us. It's like a brand new product that's super awesome, and it's, to me, it could save individuals tens of thousands of dollars right now. And it's tell us about it. What do you got to say?
Roof Max has been around for about 18 months. We are in over 600 markets in 48 states. I happen to be the guy to bring it to Lincoln, Nebraska. I guess it's the best way to say it. It's the world's first ever asphalt shingle rejuvenator. You've never had an opportunity to do anything with your roof but rip the shingles off, put them in the landfill, and move on. This is a soy fusion technology that is all green, safe for people, pets, plants. And it's a spray that soaks into your asphalt shingles and restores them. We give that with a 5-year warranty. You have a chance to treat that 3 different times for up to 15 years. And it's usually around 20 to 25% the cost of a traditional re-roof. And without the hassle, that's for sure. You know, if I was to do a 2,000 square foot house, I'll be like a church mouse, and I'll be on and off your roof in an hour. And so there's just a lot of great things that Roof Max does. We've already sprayed millions upon millions of square foot of shingle to keep them out of that landfill. We're looking forward to having an impact on our Lincoln community and see that spread across the United States.
So it's not, just to clarify, it's not a new roof. You're not a roofing company.
Not at all. Actually, we are currently the fastest growing roofing company in North America. We've got some commercials out on Channel 8 to the effect of we don't do repairs. We're not doing re-roofs. We're here to keep the shingles on your roof for longer and extend the life and give you a higher return on your investment for that roof that you've already paid for.
Okay, so it's so folks out there listening, and homeowners, it's a condition for your current roof. So you don't get a new roof. It's a solution that they put on your current roof that brings it back to life. And I saw Jeremy out at the home show, and he had a display that he was showing people like right to their face on what it does, and it was unbelievable. It was literally like your old roof is a dried up, old, flaky, crappy piece of shingle, and right next to it is the same piece but with the solution on it, and it completely rejuvenated it and kind of rehydrated it with these soy fusion oils, and it was unbelievable to see. And I just think it's a great product. But
what I've been trying to explain it to people, I guess something that does well is it really turns back the clock on your roof.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
It reignites those seal tabs on those shingles.
Yeah.
It restores the flexibility. It becomes more resistant to hail and wind damage. And again, for the fraction of the cost.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Well, right now, so let's get into where we're at as a society right now. Tell us about how this product can affect somebody in this crisis.
I feel very confident that this is a recession-proof product. Nobody's ever had an alternative to roof replacement before, let alone at the fraction of the cost.
Right.
Unfortunately, if this goes longer than expected and people are affected, homes have to sell. Homes there's still that transaction that's going to be made, and this is going to be a cheaper alternative to make that transaction happen. I don't think you're going to find a lot of people that are going to be excited about having to spend 10 or 15 grand on their roof when I can restore it, give you a 5-year warranty, and give you a chance to kick the issues, kick the can down the road a little bit.
Right. Well, that's got to be huge for families that are kind of questioning, even if they were in the middle of a home sale when all this hit. Or
100%. I mean, this is a way to really, as it gets out there into in mainstream, this is really a way to sustainably and fiscally solve a problem.
Yeah, for sure. That's incredible. So it's the fastest growing company in America right now.
Roofing company
in America right now. That's incredible, man. Wow.
It is, man. I couldn't be more proud to be a part of the group. It's been amazing.
Wow. Super cool. So how, so you haven't quite changed anything that you're doing. It can, with the current situation, I know, well, actually tell me about what you've been doing with people and showing up at their house and sending videos of the assessment. I think that's
awesome. Well, we were fortunate, when Roof Max came out, their goal from day one was to be a national brand. And so they really set us up with great software, ways to communicate with the customer it's weird as I sit back and reflect on it now. It feels like they were ahead of the curve already because we had Vidyard. We're using an app called BombBomb, and we're already doing ways to communicate with our customer through video. And so us being able to do no contact services has been extremely easy. We have start to finish capabilities. We would never have to physically see you. We'd always love to shake your hand. Obviously, that's the terrible part about this thing, is that personal contact is such a huge deal in our business. But being able to, again, I was on roofs the last 2 days, and being able to be up on that roof with this BombBomb video, talk to my customers, point out the pain points that are up on their roof and the issues that they're dealing with, and be able to literally send that off from the roof from my phone has just been incredible. And
so you have no contact, just for people watching out there and that are curious, you have no contact with anybody. It's all through text message, email.
Yep. And so basically, if you would call the local number, or you could call our 1-800 number, and we would set up a time for a free roof inspection. Before then, I'm already able to use one of our apps to pull up your house, draw your roof, get your square footage, and put a quote together, sight unseen.
Wow.
With the inspection, we're able to come and get on your roof, do what we need to do, record. We use company cam to take pictures so that we have record of the things that we worked on or tuned up on your roof for future reference. And then we can send that off to you with your quote. You can accept the quote from the phone. Once we set up a time to come out, our normal setup through dispatches, our driver would send you a text and an email at the same time, a half an hour before they're on their way. We have a really unique feature in that's like Uber. You will be able to see where our driver is in comparison to your house and what route he's on. So if you're not home yet, you're able to see how far he is from your house. If you are at home and you're waiting, you're able to see how close he is. And then we can come up and we can spray your roof, and then obviously take care of billing and everything online. So it's I feel very fortunate to be able to do those things.
That's just so important. It's like the carry out food place restaurants that are doing carry out, and they come out to your car, they give it to you. It's literally like the safest thing is if you have, and in your case, you don't even do that. You don't even touch anything that they touch. It's literally sight unseen, which is incredible. You get up and do it. Boom, boom, boom.
We can talk through the door if they wanted, but yeah, you don't need to. And honestly, Mike, I don't think that for my business, we'll wait and see, but I just can't see it really going back. And I think that'll be that way for a lot of businesses. I think this technology, there's an air of convenience with it already. And so I think that what I'm learning here in this environment during the COVID-19 is it is what's going to be the new normal. And I'm actually excited to be able to figure that out and kind of settle in and push forward.
Wow. Well, good for you. That's a smart business owner. And I got to say, man, since I met you, I kind of knew you from the music scene and the bar scene earlier. You came from the Laszlo's family and had a sense of business about you then. And I got to say that I have never been around a business owner more tenacious, more just obsessed with making their business great. And you are on it, and you're it's just incredible to see what you do, man. You're an incredible business owner, and I have no doubt you have great success in your future. It's very cool to see.
Man, you know how much I appreciate you, and thank you for saying that.
Yeah, no doubt. It to me, it means a lot to see what you're doing now, and it's like, man, what a great company, and you're bringing it to people in the right way. And a big old virtual high five to you, man, because you're crushing it. And I really hope people embrace this business in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I have no doubt they will. It's just a very cool product, and you've got it figured out, man. It's great.
I appreciate it, man.
So, well, cool. I'm going to push on, and I encourage people to check out Jeremy's website. It's revolutionroof.com, and you will see his beautiful truck strolling around Lincoln. And he's a very friendly, approachable fella, and I'm sure you will see him around Lincoln. So when you do his brain and check in with him and see what he's doing. So much love to you, buddy. Awesome, man. We'll see you around. Thanks so much for tuning in.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Okay, take care. So that's Jeremy Schafer. He owns a company called Revolution Roof. The product is Roof Max. Incredible company. Man, he's on the rise. And there's, to have a company where it's completely sight unseen, you can order that for your house, and it adds about 5 to 10 years onto your current roof. So if you know you need a new roof and you're kind of in financial trouble, it's a great product to get that roof either in sellable shape. If you own apartment complexes, it's huge. It can save you unbelievable money. I think it's like 20% the cost of a new roof. It's a fraction of the cost. So make sure to get a hold of Jeremy and check that out. We are gonna. Hold on. I'm gonna look at the old feed to see if there's any comments. I haven't done that yet. But if you have any questions or comments, please tune in. Angela Alicio says, peace to you, girl. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, Maggie Pleskac was on today with Milkweed Yoga, and Jeremy Schafer with Roof Max, Revolution Roof Max. So we've got some really fun local businesses. We're just kind of talking about how they're dealing with the current situation. I know Jeremy's got some ads running on channel 8 right now. So if you see his commercial, give him a big shout out. He's super excited to have those running. He's also doing a bunch of social media marketing with Red Rebel Media, and he did some media buys, of course, and then we did his website too. So we're super excited to work with some of these great people who have these businesses that are kind of growing and still doing stuff in the midst of the crises. And I like working with business owners that way. They stay afloat and they pivot and they kind of figure out ways to survive. And the worst thing you can do right now, and unfortunately some people can't help it, but they kind of curl up and give up. But that's the whole point of this broadcast, is that we can figure out ways to help you or maybe give you ideas on how to make money in the midst of it as a business, or even just yourself. So yeah, if you have any comments, tune in. But let me see if I this mystery guest going. She's a friend of mine. Let me see if I can tap her in here. I hope everybody's doing okay out there, hanging in there, enjoying your day. Happy Friday, by the way. So yeah, let's see if we can get. get my friend here in. We are experiencing some freeze issues. Hold on just a second. Okay, our video went down for a second. Okay, I think we're back. Give me a thumbs up or a comment if you can still hear me out there. We're having a little skip. I think there's so many Zoom meetings going on and so many people on the internet today. It might be kind of clogging the bottleneck here. So give me a heads up if you're still out there. It looks like we're up and running still. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to try to reset this, folks. We might be back here in just a minute. We're having a little technical difficulties. If I don't see you, don't worry. We're going to try to be back.